Welcome back, guys. Today we have Nick and his 2001 Accord, and we're gonna do an oil change. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and jack up the car. You're gonna wanna look for the pinch weld that runs along the entire length of the car, and you're gonna get it. So right here is where you're gonna put the jack stand, but right behind that you can put the jack and just start jacking it up. And you see how it's nice and firm. So we're gonna go ahead and jack the car up the rest of the way, and then we're gonna put the jack on, and then we'll put the jack stand under, and then we'll move to the other side.
All right, so now we're gonna put the jack stands under the car, and so you're gonna wanna put it on those points where, we talked about, pinch welds. Just bring it up as high as it can go, and yeah, it should be good.
All right, now that we have both sides jacked up, we can go ahead and go under the hood, and you're gonna want to remove your oil cap filler, or oil filler cap. It should say the weight of oil on it. So today we're gonna be using 520. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that off so the oil doesn't gargle underneath, and then we'll go ahead and hop underneath and start on actually draining it.
All right, so is it filming? All right, so what you gotta do is you gotta get a 17mm wrench or ratchet, and then you find the drain plug. It should be pretty central in the car back, probably the only oily thing is maybe the transmission. And then you just kind of break it loose. Jesus. And then, yeah. If you get it loose enough, to move it with your hands.
Put the bucket in the pot. You're gonna spray.
Okay. And yeah.
Into the basket. And just let that drain out.
Just let that drain out. All right, so now it's mostly empty. You put this guy back on from behind.
You ever done it from
Can you suck it? Okay, don't forget to tighten it. Right, that's good. It just needs to be, fairly tight.
At all. Dude.
Like,
Okay.
All right, so you want to get your oil filter remover toolie thing onto the oil filter. Start removing it. For these Honda Accords, it's on the passenger side, right behind the wheel. It might be easier if you take the wheel off. Let's get the oil bucket out under it. Running down my fucking arm. All right, so we're going to be using the Wix 51334 oil filter. What you want to do, take it out of the box, remove the cover, take a little bit of oil,
Okay. That's good.
that's good, and rub it on the rim. Lube it up.
Seal.
Lube it. Get it all nice and oiled. And then you put it back on.
No tool for this.
Yeah, just put it on as tight as you can with your hand. All right, that's probably good enough. All right, so now that everything is drained and the filter's replaced and everything, we're just gonna fill it with 4.6 quarts of oil, and then keep checking the dipstick to make sure that it's the correct amount of oil. You want it to be just under the top line, and then everything should be good.
And what type of oil are you using?
5W20. All right, so we put 4 quarts of oil in it. We're gonna check it now just so we don't accidentally overfill it. And it looks to be about perfect. You want it to be in between the 2 dots on the top half of that. But yeah, it looks about good. So 4 quarts seemed about right. Gonna put it back in the car. And yeah, that concludes the oil change.